Yo! Hi. You gonna help me choose the next songs? I picked a couple. Let's get started. Saturday. Here's some Polish rap metal. Tobias is here from Disneyland. It's a small world after all. Zibalba, yeah, baby. Thanks for your sub, Tobias. Thank you for your sub, Millington. Love you. Vader from Poland. I wouldn't be able to say whether they're the most brutal band out of Poland, but I can say that they're the most brutal band that I know of. How's that? I love this band. Been a fan since the early 2000s. So it was one of those things where at one point I saw the record in a record store, and it's like, yeah, okay, I haven't had a Vader record. I haven't listened to Vader in a while, so I'm going to just blind buy it. And of course, it wound up being exactly what I liked. I'm not committed to playing only metal here, as you all know. Certainly not committed to playing only metal this evening either. However, it's been a big metal day for me. Played Voivod all day long, which is not a bad thing. I fucking love Voivod, and I may play more Voivod later. You want to request some Voivod? You know I got it. So if you want to have the Voivod conversation and add some tunes, please feel free. We already got Chubbs, who added a bit of the metal. He put in some Zibalba, which I picked up very recently. Super happy to have it. Chalice Specialist, are you here yet? Donde está? Because Chalice Specialist also put in a little, he put in some money to crowdfund Guru Guru's first record. A full album spin of Guru Guru's first record. I was going to just play one side, and he said, no, we got to do the whole thing. So we're going to see if we can't get that happening. It's going to be Guru Guru. Guru Guru is a trio, I believe. Maybe a quartet, but I believe they're a trio out of Germany. And the album is their first album. It's called UFO from 1970 or 71. So, you know that we like to go deep into the whole electronic and kraut thing. Those of you who don't know the album, I guess it becomes krautrock school. I don't know when I'm going to play the record, and Bart might have to go to bed because it's late there. But Bart, you should be listening to this. I'm just saying. Because the chances of me finding an original of Guru Guru are not good. The chances of you finding originals of Guru Guru are very fucking good. And it's a band you want to know, as far as I'm concerned, at least. Millington says you just started listening to Voivod. Dude, like I said, man, I'm absolutely happy to play Voivod. I love the band, and I'll talk about them ad nauseum, stories and everything. If you want to add some Voivod songs, please, by all means, do so. If you want to just hear more Voivod and just say blind pick, you can have me do that as well. Yesterday was a great show as far as I'm concerned, man. I had a blast. We played 3 out of 4 sides of Motric, this band out of Portland, Oregon, that do this kind of like prog, more like the electro krautrock prog type of thing that I liked and I bought blind and really enjoyed. I've played it for you guys as well, and you loved it. And at some point I just played I just put up a poster on I put up a picture on Instagram, and their album was there, and they responded, and we struck up a conversation. Wound up being that they hung out. Some of the Motric guys hung out yesterday, and it was fun. It was really fun. We played a lot of their music. It seems like they enjoyed it. They were our guests. Does that mean that they're going to become patrons? Maybe not. I don't get that feeling. But that's okay. To me, I wish they would become patrons. I wish at least one of them became patrons. But not because I'm going after the patron. Because I want to come across just one. I'd really like to come across those musicians that understand what I do and think it's worth supporting. You understand what I'm saying? I say the same thing all the time. It's just, you want to find the right ones. It's not about the $2. It's about finding the right people who understand. You know what this guy does, it provides value to me. I'm happy he does it. I want to support it. Motric without the K. Without the C, I should say. They're good. The album was fantastic. Talked a little bit. They thanked me. They sold a bunch of records. Thanks to you guys, of course. And they asked, hey, do you have a copy of this? We'd like to, is there a video of this on YouTube? We'd like to spread it out to our fans. Like, yeah, well, it's there and we can do it, but when the conversation all of a sudden became, hey, join our thing if you like it, the level of interest drops significantly the minute it is that you say, hey, it's for patrons. Will that be the case? Maybe, maybe not. And either way, it's fine. I still like the record. It doesn't change anything for me, but, maybe it's worth talking about too. But if a band comes in and do I just automatically assume that if it's a band and I have their record and everything, though, should I automatically just assume, oh, okay, well, you're a band, so you're a guest? Is that what I should be doing? I'm actually asking the question. I'd really like to know what you think. Just because it's a band, should they be getting guest status here? Or should they be patrons like everybody else? when everybody else is a patron? How does that affect you? What do you think? What would you do in my place? I mean, I have ideas. See, Bart says, nah, they should be patrons. Please feel free to express yourself. I mean, I have a thought. I'm just going to wait to see what you guys think first. Milliken Design asks if I'm a doom metal fan. Dude, you've clearly not been here long enough. If you've been here long enough, what you just asked basically qualifies as a stupid question. See? That's 3 of you. Patrons, fuck it, Millington. And I love that. I love your feedback. I really do. I mean, part of the joy for me is talking to you guys. You know this already. TAH, who owns a record company, by the way. He owns records. And he never once hit me up to try to sell his record, by the way. I would like also to point out. He became a patron because he wanted to become a patron. Okay? So straight up, TAH there, you're not a bitch to me. Okay? Yeah, I like the idea. I mean, personally, I really like the idea of having people as guests. You hang out. But to me, the way it is that I see it is if you come back, it's because you want to come back. And if you want to come back, being a patron for $2 a month isn't going to be what's going to stop you from coming back. And if they're coming back with the expectation of free, then why? Because you're an artist? I mean, the way I see it is that an artist should understand better than anybody how much the support means. I bought the record. I mean, I paid for it. Fantastic Volume says it's tough. Millington says they should be patrons if they wanted to come back. Sure. Pizza Boy, first time is one thing, but you aren't an advertising platform. You're absolutely right. Guests, personally, as they're the artists that gave us the music to listen to, you think that artists should be guests. Zepp Floyd says, I bought the record, they should support in return. If Jack White pops in, you say he's an honorary patron. You know what? That brings a good question. What if it's somebody big like Jack White? I mean, fuck, I got on Joe Talbot to become a patron. He became a patron. I got on Andy Williams of Doves to become a patron. You know? Can I tell you what my personal feel is? My personal feel is if you like it, you become a patron. And if that's what stops you from coming back, then it's not for you. Yeah, they're free pass. Everyone's going to get a free pass. You don't have to be a musician. If you're listening to the show for the first time, hang out with the community, man. See what it is. Enjoy it. No fucking problem. Let's talk, and that's it. And I'll make it clear also. These are my guests. Make them feel welcome. You want to listen to the show, you can listen to it for free. Fantoma is not a patron, no. See, so does Jack White get a pass? For example. Good question, right? Because you would think Count Raven, that's what I'm talking about. So that's your question there, Millington. I think Bart just answered it for you. He requested some Count Raven. Is that deep enough for you? My personal feeling, even using an example like that, Jack White doesn't get, is a guest, and if you want to be here, you're a patron. I mean, obviously he's got other things to do, but for me, just let's say in terms of the idea, just because you're a musician doesn't mean anything. Especially if you have success. If you cannot understand the need for a guy like me to have patrons, I'm not sure that you understand the art at all. You don't understand, you know. But that's me. Mokina Bob became a patron because you enjoyed and you have vinyl coming out later this year. Yeah, well, you became a patron and I didn't know anything about you having vinyl coming out this year, so I believe you 100%. You know? It's a good show, you know? All right. I'm going to metal it up, like I said, not because that's where I plan to stay, but because that's where it is that I'm starting and we can go in whatever direction. Records, TH, he has the exact idea. It's such a paradox that the rich people are the ones that get all the free shit. It's true. That's exactly right. You know? But for me, it's more a question of the people who are here want to be here. That's it. If you can't, if you don't think that it's worth $2 a month, I guess it just doesn't matter that much. If you have other priorities and you can't afford $2 a month, I'm okay with that. I am. I'm really okay with that. I mean, I empathize 100%. Not everybody's rich. Fuck, I know I'm not. I have a budget. On the other hand, it's because I have a budget that if I can't eat at a restaurant, I don't eat at a restaurant. You know what I mean? If I don't have money for beer, I don't buy beer. If I don't have money for a pizza, I don't buy a pizza. It's not like, oh, well, I bought pizza every single month, twice a month for the last 11 months. You owe me a pizza. No. You know? Building it and maintaining it is a difficult thing, and you have to. You have to maintain that. You know, where Vinyl Junkies is right now, we've established our boundaries. We've established our space. And we're not in a position where we have to defend our space or anything like that. That's just what it is, but you don't go backwards. You know? Discretion is a different thing, Rachel. You're not wrong. Discretion means that I could do what I want. So in other words, if you're my guest, you're my guest. Of course. Right? If you own a restaurant and somebody keeps coming in, look, I mean, I don't know how you would run your restaurant or how you would run your bar, but me personally, if somebody's coming in and he's having a meal in my house, okay? He's having a meal at my restaurant or he's having a drink at my bar, and he's there every week. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give him a drink every once in a while. I'll comp him a dessert every once in a while. There's always something that you do, compliments of the house, always. Because you show your appreciation. Because they support what you do. And I think that's the way it is that I've always approached it. I approach this whole thing that way, you know? I'm happy to give you a little extra. Always happy to do it. That's not just good business. That's not what it's about. It's about that's who I am also. I like doing it. I like doing that. I like being kind to you. I get happy when I see you. That's for real. And yes, Phil, Vinyl Junkies is its own art. Yes, there's an art to this. That's exactly it. So, any artist who is struggling or any artist that is working towards establishing themselves, if you start establishing yourself by giving it away free to everybody, I promise, I guarantee you, promise with 100% certainty that people will keep taking it for free. You're not going to find the guy that says, oh, you know what, no. The expectation of free creates and maintains the expectation of free. That's it. You got to do your thing. You know? And if you struggle through the entire thing and you've established yourself enough to be able to do this as your living, well, who's going to take it from you? You earned it. You earned the fucking right. You worked for it. You paid the cost to be the boss. What, somebody owes it to you for free because you're an artist? Give me a fucking break. That's ruined the industry. Freelance design, dudes, Freelance design, any design work, fucking graphic artists, anybody who makes music. That's exactly it. People think that just because you make, you just scribble a drawing. Okay, so then you scribble it. What are you asking me to do it for? For exposure. Fuck your exposure. I don't need your exposure. I'd rather work for a bunch of people that actually are in it. I'd rather work for a bunch of people that are inside, because guess what? My knowledge is worth something. My record collection and how I share it is worth something. The professional equipment that I've spent here, professional lighting, professional board, professional turntables, professional everything, that's worth something. My time is worth something. My family deserves to eat, just like yours. You know what I'm saying? Fuck exposure. I'm telling you. Anybody that offers you something for exposure, can I tell you something? These people are doing it to everybody. Anybody that tells you that they want you to do it and you're going to be exposed to all that, you know what? They are operating on the currency of free. I promise they're pulling that same bullshit move on everybody. I promise. Fuck pop matters. Exposure. Fuck it. You know? That's my feeling. Am I going to change anything? My opinion, is it going to change anything? No. But I take care of mine. You know Ice-T. You pay attention to Ice-T. I don't know if you follow him on Twitter or anything like that. I've been following Ice-T since forever. I've been following him on socials since the early days of Twitter. One thing that I've noticed, that guy will fucking do anything for money. Anything. He'll accept any fucking gig practically. Or he'll accept a lot of gigs that people will say, this guy's a fucking sellout. This guy, the things he does for money. And his answer all the time is, fuck you. I'm working, I'm hustling. Don't worry about my hustle, worry about yours. You understand what I'm saying to you? So now you got Ice-T on fucking cereal boxes. Sellout. Why is he a fucking sellout? Why? Car replacement insurance. He does all of this shit. That's not music. Why is that a sellout? Why? Because he's making money and you hate him for it? Fuck you. He's got bills. You're going to hate him because he goes on vacation and he posts pictures of his family on vacation? He earned it. It's called jealousy. Fuck it. Do you. Worry about you. And if you build your thing properly, you're going to surround yourself by people who understand you and respect you. And you're going to treat people the same way. People hate Lars for selling out, but it's a hustle. But Lars was more about a certain sound. Lars was more about making certain sacrifices that the fan did not agree with, and it's something that was directly related to the actual music and the presentation of the music. That said, you're not wrong, Millington Design. Personally, I don't like Lars either. I think he's a fucking douche. I've met him. I met him during the Injustice for All tour. He acted like a rock star. He came off like a complete douche. But it's his band to do what he wants. What? He built it successfully. You're going to hate him for it. Give me a fucking break. Give me a break, please. You know? I don't hate him for that. I don't like him because I think he's a douche. Every time I see him in interviews, he makes me fucking cringe. He sounds like such a fucking douche. That's what I don't like. You know who else sounds like a douche? Have you ever met Scott Ian? Scott Ian's a fucking douche canoe. He's legit. He's absolutely legit. One of the big guys in metal. I completely get that. But I've met him, and I see the way he talks sometimes, and I think he's a complete fucking douche canoe. A complete douche canoe. I remember getting his autograph. Thanks for your subscription, Ro. I appreciate it. I remember waiting in line to get his autograph at this record store that was here. Okay? A metal record store called Rock on Stock. Legendary record store in Montreal. The label Banzai Records was him. Okay? And I waited in line for Anthrax because I had tickets to go see the show. It was the Among the Living tour. Testament opening up. I saw Testament for the first time, and Exodus were there too. It was beyond amazing. But I was a massive fan. And so much so that I liked SOD quite a bit as well. I loved SOD. I still love SOD. And anybody who knows SOD knows that Billy Milano's a racist cunt. Billy Milano's a fucking deplorable piece of shit. And they've argued, members of that band. It's a project. They've never really gotten along, any of that. If they got together, it's because there was money in it. They suck my balls. Okay? But at one point, I remember going for autographs, and they were all friendly. Dan Spitz was the guitarist back then. Benante. They were all super friendly. I get to Scott Ian and asked him, it's like, will you be playing any SOD songs? As a fan, will you be playing any SOD songs during the show? The dude looked at me like I just fucking shit in his mouth, and he looks at me, he's like, no. Like I just offended him by asking the question. That was 86. Guess what? I've seen him in interviews for the next 30 years, and he still comes off like exactly the same sanctimonious prick that he sounded like when I was waiting in line for his autograph. You know? Speak English or Die is still one of your favorite thrash albums of all time, of course. Classic. I mean, it's an incredible fucking record. And I mean, there's no doubt. But we're just talking, aren't we? All right, friends. New people, if you like what we do, the talking bits are as much part of the show as the actual music. The music goes everywhere. Everything. Never meet your idols incarnate. Listen, that's exactly it. Was Matt Pike a cool dude? Yes. Yeah, Matt Pike was a cool dude. I've heard he can be a prick when he's drunk. And I kind of saw that a little bit, but I've met Mike Pike on several occasions, and he's always been super cool. He's a good one. To me. You know? So you know that this is, the talking part is as much part of the show as the music, and the music never stays in one vein. We go all over the place. If you like what we do, I'm happy that you like it enough to listen to the show. So if you're guests, be my guest. I'm happy. If you're listening to the show and you've never used our chat or whatever, please be my guest. I welcome you. Otherwise, chat's for patrons. And if the chat isn't worth $2 or $5 a month to you, then there you go. I can't give it away for free. Sorry. Can't do it. It will be unfair to me and everybody else and my family. All right. Let's do music, okay? I'm going to stick with the metal if you don't mind. Please understand, we'll change it whenever it is that you want. Hey, Adrian. I know that you love the metal, Adrian. This one's for you. Cataclysm. Cataclysm. That's a band from Montreal. Our buddy Polam is in the salt mines today. He's in the gypsum mines. He generally comes by later. I don't have time to put in the songs. I think you know that. However, what it is that I'll do is, especially if there's songs that we don't know, like when there's songs that we know, like if we go on an 80s band or a hair metal band, and it's all the stuff that you already know. I mean, there's no need to tell you that, we're playing a fucking Poison song. On the other hand, when it comes to stuff that you might not know, what I'll do is I'll make sure that I let you know what I'm playing ahead of time. If one of you wants to take the time to put the titles in the comments, then great. Not necessary though, What I'm going to do now is I'm going to play you a band from Virginia that I really like, Rivers of Nile. Their first two albums are the ones that really rocked my world. Their last album last year came out, was called The Work, I think maybe, or the year before. I have it. I'm not nearly as enamored with that one as I am with their first two. So I thought that I would play you their first record, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. This record is called Monarchy, Rivers of Nile, on Metal Blade Records. Bart called it possibly his favorite Motorhead record. It's probably the heaviest Motorhead record. Yeah, it's a fucking brutal record. I love it. Took me a while to finally have it. My God, I got so many. I'm at the point now where I have so many Motorhead records. It's like, fuck, do I really need it? But I like the band so much. It's like, yeah, maybe I kind of do. Like, what's the name of the album with the song, with the theme song to the game? I mean, I want that. I forgot what the name of that record is. I want it. I don't have that one yet. I have all the early stuff, so that's not even a question. Except for the first one. I don't have the first record. I don't know. Somehow I don't think that the first record's very good. I love the band. I mean, what's there to say? The song they did for WWE, is that what I'm thinking of? That's what I'm thinking of. I just can't remember the name of the album. I used to have it on CD. But yeah, I thought that was a great tune too. I mean, people could have always given Lemmy shit. Oh, he wrote Mama, I'm Coming Home. He wrote Hellraiser. He sold out. Fuck off, please. You don't get the right to say that fucking Lemmy sold out. Lemmy never sold out a single instance of his life. Understand that. Much like Ice-T, Lemmy never gave a fuck what you thought. He just did him. And that's what makes him my hero forever. The name of that track is called, Hammered is the name of the album, and the name of the track is called Sacrifice. The name of the album is also called Sacrificed. Yeah, Hammered. I don't have that record. I would say that that's probably the big one that I would like very much to have from that catalog. Look, I've seen Motorhead 13 times. I saw them through every part of their career. I saw them when they weren't popular. They never fucking sold out. Never. When I saw them when they weren't popular at their bottom, still went out on stage and fucking crushed. As a matter of fact, I saw them open up for Black Sabbath during the, what's the name of that album? Forbidden Pleasures, Forbidden whatever. Cross Purposes. Kind of like a Red album, and there's some kind of like demon on it or something like that. I saw them for that tour play a small club. That was Black Sabbath at their very lowest. And they absolutely blew Black Sabbath off the stage. Like fucking ruined them. Blew Black Sabbath off the stage. I think it was the Cross Purposes tour. People started walking out on Iomi. Started walking out on Black Sabbath. I swear to God. I went with a friend who spent his last $20 on that show and got pissed at it. He said, fuck, that's what we paid for? And this guy's a metalhead. This guy it's just, Iomi was at the bottom. Believe it or not, even a guy like Iomi playing clubs. Yeah. Iomi gets to do whatever he wants, if you ask me. Longevity, man, is what makes your reputation. So, if you do something for a couple of years and all of a sudden you think that everybody owes it to you because, hey, look, you're an artist, give me a fucking break. Keep eating shit. Keep working hard. Once you've done it for 10 years, you're going to have 10 years of experience and 10 years of respect, and that's what you deserve. Once you've been doing it for 20 years, you get that much. You earn your own kudos. And anybody who's stupid enough to say anything about you after you've been in the game that long, fuck them. But how about Eric Clapton? I thought Eric Clapton was a shit stain to begin with. I never worshipped him to begin with. Ever think of that? Bitch fucking marries his best friend's wife. Eric Clapton's a shit stain. The album that made him the most money is the album that he wrote after his son died. Fuck Eric Clapton. Eric Clapton. You saw Motorhead with Valiant, Thor, and Clutch. Clutch was awesome. Valiant Thor, I met those guys and I interviewed, what's his name? The singer to Valiant Thor is a fucking idiot. Not that he had a bad attitude or anything like that. He's a space cadet. He's just kind of nuts. I used to have a bunch of Valiant Thor records. I don't have any of them anymore. I can't say I missed them. I have exactly one Valiant Thor piece in the collection. It's the opposite side of a 45 that they did with High on Fire. I got rid of all the rest. Yeah, Clutch are amazing, dude. I mean, who are we kidding? Clutch is straight-ass rock and roll. They don't pretend to be anything but what they are. Clutch are the AC/DC of stoner rock. It's the same shit over and over again, but it's the perfect formula. They don't reinvent the wheel. They just keep it rolling. I love Clutch. No argument. All right. We're going to play something that I'm pretty sure I've never played on the show before. This is a compilation. There's a bunch of these compilations for a bunch of artists. They did the one for Pink Floyd. I'm pretty sure they did one for Led Zeppelin. But I got this as promo from a label called Magnetic Eye Records, which have put out some great bands. Okay? But this is basically a 2 LP stoner rock / doom tribute to Jimi Hendrix, which is absolutely awesome, absolutely obvious. And MER kind of operates with that. They trade in, let's use the Pink Floyd name, let's use the Jimi Hendrix name and whatever else and get unknown bands to do it and we're going to sell records. That's very much one of their formulas. I haven't heard this record in forever. Not since I first got it. But Millington was asking about whether I know any doom besides the obvious, and I thought to myself that this would be a perfect, this would be a perfect response to it. What we're going to do, and on top of that, we listened to Stevie Ray Vaughan do Jimi Hendrix yesterday, and we talked about people covering Jimi Hendrix songs just yesterday, so here's a full 2 LP set. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play you Voodoo Child by a band called Elder. Very, very popular among doom circles. So, I know who Elder is, Millington. Did I pass the test? Enjoy the show. Become a patron. $2 or $5 a month. So cheap you can pay it off for the entire year. Guests are welcome. Lurkers are welcome. Patrons, you're you're vinyl junkies. You're more than welcome. You are what makes this happen. Here's some Elder for you. Marmalade, are you here? Marmelada. Welcome, Calvin. Family bond, Guma. Wake up the relatives. Hi, Hunter. Hi, Hunter. I love that kid. I love that he recognizes us and answers back, Jits. I love it. It warms my heart. Incarnate, this is Elder. Viagra boys may have been Foster. No future.
All the pigs are all lined up. I give you all that you want. Take the skin and peel it back. Doesn't it make you feel better? The pigs have won tonight. They can all sleep soundly, and everything is alright.
See? So what I do is I describe the elder, because you might not know that, and then there's no real need to tell you that Nine Inch Nails is playing, because we got a whole bunch of people here that love Nine Inch Nails, so you already understand what it is, you know? You know, one of my greatest pleasures, and I see it in Incarnate too. It's just you're the latest example, Jason, is all. One of my greatest pleasures is knowing you guys when you start versus a month later, and then 2 months later, and then 3 months later. And watching your conversation completely change. You guys don't see it, but you're always talk. You talk. You don't talk about the same bands when you come in as when you leave. Almost never. It's amazing to me. I fucking love it. I love it. Yeah, Jason, I know that it's not. You know, you're a metalhead, dude. I know what your tastes are. I mean, we've hung out too, so we know it. But you're already going outside of that, and it's like right away. You know? It's amazing. Isn't it, though? Think about the artists that you love now that you didn't know before. It's fantastic. And I won't take credit. I'll give Vinyl Junkies the credit. What I mean by that is, oh, well, Sam, you're Vinyl Junkies. I'm not really Vinyl Junkies. I'm the one who runs the entire thing. I'm the ringleader, but the fact is that Vinyl Junkies is all of us, and there's tons and tons and tons of stuff that I learned through you. I didn't know Orville Peck. It's funny because Incarnate just mentioned Orville Peck. I have a feeling, I think, Sean, you guys, you know, it's like this guy fucking, he's got a heart on for the same guys over and over again, for the same people. You like the same girls, yeah, I do, because I like them. I like who I like. But I'm pretty sure that Sean's the one who introduced me to Orville Peck. That's massive for me. I fucking love that guy. Love him. You know? So that whole influence thing kind of goes around. Mr. Goonbones, new guy. You get to call us goofballs. I guess if you're back, it means you're enjoying it, right? Metal Andrew, I kind of felt dumb, but before Vinyl Junkies, I didn't know any Kraftwerk stuff. Yeah, dudes, I know. That's fine. On the other hand, the shit that you know about metal is absolutely stupid. You and Chubbs request, you, Chubbs, and Bart, but Bart looks at a different aspect of it. But you guys are the ones that come in here and request stuff that's completely out. And that's worth a ton. That's why I can't claim. I can claim credit only for providing the platform, but the knowledge is you guys. The passion is you guys. Yeah, Incarnate. With respect, when it comes to metal, none of us should talk too much because there's some people in here that are absolutely stupid with their knowledge. And you see that metal is such a deep genre that you can go in so many different directions. So you have yours. Chubbs looks at it from a certain perspective. Bart looks at it from a different perspective. I look at it from all of the perspectives, to be honest with you. My lens is super wide. I listen to all of it. But on the other hand, I don't go as deep into the genres, for example, that Chubbs likes. What I do is he's my influencer. He buys the records and he tells me the good ones. And generally, when he says it, I go out and I buy it. You know? You never heard of Yob until the broadcast. Okay, that means I did you a big favor. Well, I know you, Sean, so I can answer my own question. I know I did you a big favor. Yob is... If you discovered Yob here, I did a big favor to you. It's just... That's an insanely good band that just, to me, becomes more important with every album. They went from being a metal punishing band to becoming something completely different. And now, to me, every Yob record is an event. To me, it's an event. Mike Scheit's got something special. There's something magical about him. He's a good dude. I've met him several times, hung out with him several times, interviewed him a few times. He's a good dude. He's definitely one of the real ones. And he used to give me free records. And I don't ask anymore. If I go, I buy the records, I buy the shirts. I say hello. Calvin Can. Welcome, Calvin Can. Are you having a good time? Yeah, dude, I've seen Yob live like 5 times. Many, many times. You're a patron, Calvin Can? Yeah, he had, what do you call it? Colitis, man. Fucked him up. But he's back. He lost a lot of weight. He's healthy. He's a good guy. Okay, Calvin Can. So you're a patron. You're not a patron, you're a guest. Is that right? I'm happy to have you as a guest, Calvin. That's why I ask. I'm not throwing you out. As a matter of fact, I'm not even telling you that you have to become a patron. What it is that I'm telling you is that you're my guest tonight. If you enjoy it, stick around. If you like it enough, you'll become a patron all on your own. Today, you're my guest. Tomorrow, if you want to chat, you got to be a patron. Every other time, you got to be a patron. Does that seem fair to you, Calvin? And I'm not going to bust your balls if you don't become a patron. Just respect the fact that chat's for patrons the next time around. And enjoy your evening as a guest. I'm good with that. Honestly, I want you to become a patron only if it's worth your while. Only if you think, yeah, this is my thing. That's what I want. I'm not chasing your $2. I'm chasing the right listener. I'm chasing the right person in my community. The person that will appreciate the community for what it is and contributes towards the community because they're exactly the right person. I'm curating Vinyl Junkies, so you're my guest. What you do after that is cool. If you listen to the show every single day as a lurker, I got no issue with it either. Why? Because I know the real ones, they're going to step up. The real ones are going to become patrons. That's okay. Completely fair. So, Calvin, enjoy. If you want to become a patron, you can become a patron for as little as $2 or $5 a month at patreon.com/vinyljunkies. I'm sure you guys have noticed that I've changed the messaging considerably when it comes to the patronage. It's not because I want it to be hard-ass early, it's because you have to learn. That's why. You have to learn the best way to do things, and this feels more natural, too. It feels like I don't have to fucking defend my borders. You know what I'm saying? If you've been here long enough, you know that I'll lose it one way or another. You'll know that I'll bust balls, I'll do all of that, but it's not what I want to do all the time. I don't want to be angry all the time. I don't want to defend my borders all the time. I don't want to do that, man. What we have is amazing. We welcome people to join it. No obligation. You don't fucking walk into some place because you owe them anything. You don't owe them a fucking thing. They want to listen for free. Listen for free. No problem. Metal Andrew, Killing Technology. I listened to Killing Technology twice today. Twice. As I was taking my picture, it was Killing Technology that was playing. I posted all of the Voivod collection on Instagram. Hey, have you heard of the fastest growing Instagram in the world? This Instagram, our Instagram, dudes, it's exploding. People are just following us like crazy. Hundreds and hundreds of likes every single photo. A real sensation. Tons of comments. Come join us. Join the Instagram Vinyl Junkies group. It's free. All right. See you guys on the other side. If you decide to become patrons, enjoy your evenings. What am I going to play? I'm going to play some of that retro stoner / doom stuff. We're going to play a 2-piece for you, okay? I'm sure some of you have heard of Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats. Until very recently, I didn't have Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats in the collection. Finally decided, fuck, why not? I'm getting a copy. So I bought this one here and enjoyed it. I liked it. But before that, we're going to listen to a band called Cadaver, which I'm pretty sure are from Berlin. They're from Germany. And I've long searched for this record. I've seen Cadaver live twice. Bought the album less than a year ago, though. Found it, and finally it's there. So we're going to listen to a little bit of Cadaver, a retro fucking rock trio kind of thing. And then we're going to listen to another retro rock trio called Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats. All right? Tell me what you think. I hope you enjoy it. retro? Was that retro enough for you? Right? Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats. I like it. This record has, it's purple and it's got those sparkles in it. That I don't like so much, because those records that had those sparkles and all that shit, that's not good. That's not, I don't know. Give me black vinyl, man. Give me black vinyl so I don't have to worry. All right. We got more of this Doom stuff that Millington was asking. One track from me and one track from Bartosz. I would not say that I talk about Doom very often with Bartosz, but we do. What I mean by that is we talk about Doom all the time, but not the current scene. We're talking about that style of music on the regular. You made it a set, Bart? Okay, I'm going to go look at it now. Your set's coming up. He picked out some Count Raven. Count Raven's the old shit. Count Raven's the good stuff. I really like them too. So we're going to play some of that. We got Chubbs who's playing some of the heavier stuff too. What did you add to the set? Hey, Metal Andrew added some Voivod. Beautiful. I love it. Beer tip from Mud. You're the best, Mud. Okay, so you added some Cathedral and Pet. Oh, porco dia. That's a good set, isn't it? That's a good set. We got a Bart set coming up next. If you want some Doom, what you need to do is stick around because we got a bunch of it. You see? That's what happens when you ask a question here like, Sam, do you like Doom? People don't make fun of you. They just put in a bunch of requests. I wonder if he's got it. And the music kind of answers itself. Lots of Doom fans here, that's for sure. All right. Let me go dig up Bart's pick. Here's the one I picked. Very much to me, Candlemass is one of the originals of the new wave of Doom metal. Lots of people don't necessarily like this band because of the guy's voice, Messiah Marcolin, who I love. I really like Candlemass after Messiah Marcolin left too, man. I just love this band. But this album here is considered a stone cold classic of the genre. In saying that, I will understand if there's anybody who can't get around the voice. I get it. But it's a stone cold classic. You might not be able to get around fucking Neil Young or Joni Mitchell either. But, you know, they're classics. I can't get around fucking Bob Dylan's voice, but that doesn't change what he is or his work. Just not for you. That's all. We play a lot of music that might not be for you. This might be a part of that example. Here's some Candlemass. on, get up with me. Not you, Eli. Not you. Yeah, do it, Blue Bones.
Black Symphony, a tribute to the play. The twisted souls awakened by the chanting, unchained at last. They will now rise. A new day's dawn. Holy love.
So fucking good. Any of you hearing Candlemas for the first time? And if you are, was the voice off-putting to you? I believe they had two different singers. Messiah Marcolin is definitely the most recognizable one. But for anybody who listens to this for the first time, was the voice off-putting for you? I mean, the rest of it, listen, you know, if you know what Doom is and you know Black Sabbath, you hear what it is. It's fucking brilliant. I got two Candlemas records. I need the first one, Epicus, Doomicus, Metallicus. I'll get it. All right. Bartosz single-handedly decided to answer the question about whether we like Doom other than the obvious. His set... Actually, everything we've done, I think, for the entire show up to now has kind of answered that question. I mean, to be fair, I'd started with heavy. And also, to be fair, you guys know we can go any direction you want. We don't have to be metal. You want to go in a different direction, it'll make me happy. Will it break the sets? No fucking problem. We love it when we go just completely sideways and into another direction. Again, I'm taking my time so that you guys know what the songs are, kind of like telling you, because I know if you're music nerds, this is research to you. If you hear anything that blows your mind, you're going to want to remember so that you can go do your own research. And if you like it enough, you're going to wind up buying an album. Trust me, I know this behavior perfectly because that's me. So that's why I'm kind of like telling you everything between songs. We're going to get to the Bart's set, start off with the most obscure of his three picks, and then go to the most obvious. So in other words, he already knows what the order is going to be. The first one is a band called Count Raven, which surprised me a little bit that Bart knew. Because when you're talking about kind of like a deeper level of doom, Count Raven is it. And I didn't think that he would know this. But I'm really happy he does. This is an old one. It took a while. It took many years for it to be finally reissued, but they did. The album is called High on Infinity. It's really quite good. It's a trio. I believe these guys are... Where are they from? Are they American or are they European? Oh, fuck. There's one song that's got Chris... what's it called? Chris Linderson on vocals. That's kind of awesome. When was this originally released? 2005. So this makes perfect sense. Swedish, yeah. I thought so. I thought they weren't American. You see, what also gives that away is because, again, I know Bart and he knows the European stuff way more than he knows the American stuff. Why? Because it's more available there. And it's vice versa for us, right? So Count Raven, 2005. This is what I would call original, that first wave. The first wave kind of is Candlemass. That's really the first wave. But here, some of the early stuff. Tell me what you think. What song did you pick, Bartosz? What song did you pick? Count Raven. The song is called Traitor. The album is called High on Infinity, originally released in... You know what? If I'm taking my time, I guess I can put this in myself. I'm going to put in the information, all right? Tell me what you think. Count Raven.
Under the sun, nothing's new.
So who's gonna be the guy that requests Saint Vitus?
Just to pass another day. That's not how the world was meant to be. It's easy to see. Still we don't. It's a pity. All around, looking for another reason. All around, you hear the nonsense reason.
Go for it, Buck.
A storm blows up outside. It's coming, it's coming. The rats, they hide inside. They run in. But we are not afraid. We know why. Our time has finally come. I say yeah. I say yeah.
So, what did you think? Again, was the voice off-putting to you? We're going to continue Mr. Bartosz's set here. He added his notes, so now I'm copying and pasting. I'm going to add a couple of the songs. I can do it like as much as possible, but let's say when it's my own songs and I'm just picking type of thing, I can't add songs. Like I'm busy doing the show. You know what I mean? But I'll add the titles as often as I can. On your requests, copying and pasting, yeah, I can do that. No problem. We got some idols coming up, so we do have some non-metal, but we got also some metal. So Metal Andrews asked for some Voivod. Fucking Chubbs asked for some Zibalba. So it's gonna get nasty for a bit, and I'm happy. Can't wait to have those conversations. Right now, we're still in Bart's set. I'm going to play some Cathedral. This is the early stuff. This is the drummer of Cathedral was the original drummer. What the hell's his name? Harris? I forgot what his first name is. In any case, he was the drummer for Napalm Death and wound up leaving and starting his own label and starting his own band. Cathedral is that band. Why can't I remember the name of the fucking label? I have so many records on them. Metal Andrew, I need your help here. It's just me forgetting. The store, Rise Above. Rise Above. Yeah, man, you don't have to worry, Darnsey. If you played the lightest song in the world, I'd still play it, man. We're good. Don't worry about fucking up the vibe. There's no fucking up the vibe, man. It's all music. So my question is, are you guys enjoying this Doom set? Who's going to be the guy that's going to request Saint Vitus? I'm thinking about Lee Dorian is who I'm thinking of. Thank you, Bart. That's exactly who I'm thinking of, Lee Dorian. So where did fucking Harris go? What's his first name? Harris. I can't remember his name. I know that he played with Painkiller. He played with John Zorn and Painkiller. But I can't remember his first name. The only thing that I can remember is Steve Harris, and that's the bassist for Maiden. What's the name of the original fucking Napalm Death guy? Can somebody tell me? Drummer. I thought I was in a room full of metalheads. Help me out here. Why can't I remember his first name? Harris. Mark Harris? No. Fuck. He was in Painkiller too. Mick Harris. Porco Dio. It took you long enough to answer. Yes. Yeah, Ringo Harris. Thanks there. You just sit down in your little blouse and look cute. I'm doing the show. I gotta listen to my fucking Uma here. Yeah, so that's who I was talking about. I was talking about Lee Dorian, and the drummer in question was Mick Harris. Absolutely. Detective Morelli, you're new here. I guess you're not a patron, you're a guest, correct? Guest or patron, Detective Morelli. Are you enjoying yourself? Do you like the doom? Do you like the metal? Do you like to have fun? Do you like to have fun? We're going to keep doing whatever, man. It's Saturday night. I'm happy to be here with you, if you haven't noticed. You're a guest. You're very much enjoying yourself? Yes, good. Cool. Enjoy yourself as my guest. I mean it. I think you may have been here before, but chat's for patrons, you know that. So next time, if you like it enough, you're going to become a patron. And if you don't, I'm good with you listening for free. How does that sound? Is that fair? You can become a patron for as little as $2 or $5 a month. Patreon.com/FinalJunkies. That's how I roll it now. Whoever steps up, steps up. I'm not going to hate you if you don't step up, dude. No. If you value it and you wind up having a good time, you're not going to have trouble becoming a patron. It's going to happen all by itself. And I can tell you one thing. All of the longtime patrons that have to hear me say this stuff, they actually give a shit enough about the community to keep hearing it. They don't ever complain, God damn, he says it all the time. Not at all. Instead, they see me working it out all the time, trying to make the message better. And that's what it is. It's because it's a community. I promise you're not going to find something like this on the internet anywhere. And if you like music, like if you're really a music nerd and you really dig learning stuff that's completely outside your field of what you listen to, then you found your place. See what I'm saying? So I'm not looking for just anybody. I'm curating my own community. I want the right people. You know what I'm saying? Look at what Mr. Goonbone said. Where are you going to find better value? The dude was a guest last week. Yeah, music obsessives is what we are. And I saw your request for, what's it called? For Saint Vitus. I'm going to add that to this set as well. Those of you who are fans, and this will probably matter to only 3 of you, but those of you who are fans of Saint Vitus, I also have a very good wino side project called The Hidden Hand. Very, very good. So, if anybody wants to put up a blind 10 for The Hidden Hand, which features, it's a wino project, I'll be happy to. And I also have wino working with Dave Grohl on the Probot project. Like I said, man, You don't have to take it. You know that. We got enough music to last us forever. But I'm saying, if you want it, put up a tip and I'll get it for you. Here's a Cathedral. Lee Dorian was the guy I was talking about. This is the old shit too. This originally came out in 1994. Let's give it a listen.
Warriors
start a nuclear war. It's our souls that come to murder. It's all the same, it's on your mind. Separate the wheat from the chaff. It's judgment day, so now you say, listen is the reaper laugh. Listen is the reaper laugh. Listen is the reaper laugh. Yeah! Starving child, just wait a while. Your death, it comes on wings. All the rest get rich and fat. They wouldn't give up a thing. Manipulated concentration flows from your silver tongue. You turn away, but soon you'll pay when the Holy Frost comes. World will end and love again. You got this child and Satan. Burning hell on black sheep. It's up and shine, it's on your mind. It's up and shine, it's on your mind. It's up and shine, it's on your mind. Yeah!
All right. One more from the early Doom piles. The legend. Wino and Saint Vitus. that tune is so freaking good. Born Too Late, man. This dude, I've met him. I mean, if you're in the scene, meeting these guys isn't the most difficult thing in the world either, because it's not like they fill arenas or anything. But, I mean, amongst the right people, Scott Wino Weinberg is a fucking legend. Yeah, and I met him at where? Out in Tilburg. What's the festival? The Roadburn Festival? Yeah. Dude wanted to send me his records. Yeah, give me your address. I'll send you a record. You know? He was like that. I dug him. All right, I'm going to, with that vibe, I'm adding another one. This is my tune and a record that I'm quite happy I picked up and enjoyed. It's collaboration between Emma Ruth Rundle and the, I guess, doom / sludge band Thou. It's a more recent recording. This is where it is that I can't put the titles up, so if you guys want to put up the titles for me, please feel free. I'm about to play the first song on the album, which is Killing Floor. The name of the album is May Our Chambers Be Full. A collaboration between Emma Ruth Rundle and Thou. I like Thou. There's nothing I've not heard from them. They're from New Orleans. Okay? And they have a certain sound. It's really heavy and punishing. Emma Ruth Rundle I'm familiar with. I have another record, but I haven't necessarily latched onto her yet. For me, this is probably the place where I can see myself latching on, and maybe you as well. I don't know the name. I don't know what year this came out either, and because the font is so dark, this is like 2020 or something. Yeah, 2020. So this came out 2 years ago. Yeah, that was amazing. I really like them. I think you'd like it too, Bart. You might. Or at least you'll appreciate it. I think that's the right word. I think. So this is Emma Ruth Rundle with Thou out of New Orleans. Good for you, pizza boy. You keep hustling. So, see the voice, and there's elements that would say that's not doom. To me, that's pretty fucking doomy. You're swimming the same waters. People add different elements to their music, and people love taking shit apart. But to me, man, it's that heavy sound is what I go for. You know? It's got that funeral thing there, too. I love this. All right, listen to me. I listened to a lot of Voivods today. This is not a band that I'm new to. It's a band I've liked my entire life. And we got a request from Metal Andrew for some Voivod. And I thought to myself, you know what? I kind of want to tell that story a little bit. It's a band that I've probably, spoken about before and very much consider. I mean, that comes to mind the best prog metal band. Just one of the most massive prog metal bands. One of the first real bands to do prog metal that way. And I saw it all happen because they're local guys. They're not directly from Montreal, but they made their home in Montreal for a while. They're from Junkies, Quebec, but close enough. And I saw that whole thing happen. They were just a grungy band. And then all of a sudden, real early in their career, they wind up on this tour called World War III. It's not even a tour. It's just a concert. World War III here in Montreal. I was there. Voivod. Nasty Savage, Possessed, Celtic Frost, and Destruction. All on the same fucking bill. They had put that tour together, and I'm pretty sure it's the first time that Celtic Frost and Destruction came across to Canada. I think it was the first time they ever came to Canada. And that tour was meant to raise money so that Voivod could record their next album. And I've been following him ever since. Through the death of Piggy, I eventually made acquaintances with Away, the drummer, Michel Langevin. Not Michel Langevin is, what am I talking about? He's the singer. No, that's Denis Bélanger. It is Michel Langevin, yeah, Away. Denis Bélanger is the singer, Snake. Seen him a bunch of times. And it's cool to see where they came from. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play you something off the very first album to give you an idea of where this prog metal started. And you'll see that it's not prog metal at all. And how it is that it evolves into prog metal. One of the great prog metal bands ever. I saw the original painting of this cover, War and Pain. This was painted back in 83 or something like that by Away. And at one point he did an exhibition, an art exhibition, and I was there, I hung out, went and looked at his art, and he brought the original painting of this, which at that time must have been, 15 years ago or something. Some European superfan offered him $10,000 for it, and he said no. So, as far as I know, Away still has this painting. Somewhere. All right. So I'm going to play you something from the first album and from the third album. The first one is War and Pain. This is going to be noisy and gnarly. Going into... Okay, what I'll do is I'll just play a song at a time. Here's Voivod from War and Pain, where it all started. That's their opening salvo to their first album on Metal Blade, 1984's War and Pain. The song is called Voivod. They would release another record for Noise Records on Roar, and then move on to do Killing Technology, which is what we're going to listen to next, from 1987. And you'll see how their sound changes From 84, the first two records kind of sound pretty similar. Raw, very thrashy, right? Killing Technology is still very much a thrash record, but you start hearing the prog elements. You start hearing that the guitar sounds a little bit different. Everything's a bit different, okay? And then we're going to move into the prog years. So this is something off Killing Technology from 1987. It's a track picked by Metal Andrew. Which track is it that you picked? The third one, right? The fuck are these songs called? Overreaction, I think. I don't fucking know. I'm going to put it up real soon.
There's a
starting to change. I mean, he's still yelling. There's still a big thrash element, but the guitar now sounds like it's going somewhere. You listen to it, and the riffs, the chords, look like they're taking you somewhere. It was known as the piggy chords. All of a sudden, there's a development of a different thing happening there. Still metal, absolute metal, right? Then the next album hits, and everything changes. The whole fucking sound. If you guys want me to add something from more current Voivod, put up a tip and I can do that. If you want me to stick with the heyday Voivod and you like what you're hearing up to now, put up a tip and I'll continue. Okay, but this is the last of the set, just to kind of tell you, make you hear a little bit where the progression was. The story does continue after this, obviously, but imagine being a Voivod fan and hearing that, right? And then going out, buying the CD, and this is what you hear. Leave a tip if you want me to keep it rolling, folks. You're listening to a stone cold classic right now. the difference? Right? Different band. I just want you to know that the big single on this, and it's a mind blower of a song, is absolutely worth putting a tip up for. So before I take it off, if you want me to continue with Voivod, put up a tip and I'll play you Tribal Convictions. And that was the big song back then, I guess, as big as they got in terms of popularity. The video was kind of trippy. The song is absolutely phenomenal. And it's the album that basically broke the band, I think, more than anything. As much as a band of this, type of sound breaks. Now they're considered absolute legends. I mean, there are hardcore Voivod fans. So, Tribal Convictions, anybody? If not, we'll move on to Zibalba and Ghoul, a Chubbs set, and whatever other requests you guys want. Why don't you look through the archive? See if I can't get you anything. It's Saturday night. Treat yourself to a song, shall you? Browse the VJ archive. With that, I'd like to say hello to a new patron. You see? Guests, are you enjoying yourselves? I realize that I've gone pretty much all metal tonight, and that's going to happen sometimes. But I don't play only metal, I play everything. As a matter of fact, I will tell you, tune in tomorrow for Jazz Sunday, because I don't play any metal on Jazz Sunday. Same time, 8 p.m., different vibe, though. You know? So, hey, Walter, where are you? Do we have a Walter in the house? Was Walter a former guest, or is Walter somebody who just stepped up all by himself? Which one is it? We're going to find out soon enough. Walter in the house, are you there? Your sets is coming up there, Chubbs. Morelli, that was you. Very good. Do me a favor, Walter. Go change your name on Patreon so that I know it's you. Just name yourself Detective Morelli. You see? Dude was here yesterday. Didn't say much. I think he said that one comment, and it was kind of like at a point, okay, well, let's just listen. He's back here. He's a guest. He knows he could be a guest for the rest of the day, but what does he wind up doing? He winds up becoming a patron, which I dig. Because he wanted to. So, welcome, Detective Morelli. Patron number 730, Superior Creature. Glad you dig it. All right. What else are we going to do? Yeah, man, we got another patron from Taiwan this week. That was awesome, right? Wu-Tang Sam. Requests, anybody? What am I going to do? I'm going to play a Chubbs set. We're going to hear two tracks from a band called Death. From a band called Ghoul, not Death. Sorry, Ghoul. And I know that was it him who gave me this record? I'm pretty sure it was him who added it to the archive. It's either, this is like a Pizza Boy type album too. I am not familiar, although I've seen the logo before, right? So I'm going to play two tracks off of this. Before that, though, I'm going to play an album that I bought, and he immediately kind of like switched on because he liked it. And that's a band called Zibalba that I think are freaking awesome. So it's going to get a little noisy, all right? We're going to hear some Zibalba followed by Ghoul, a three-piece from Chubbs. Guest requests are open, Mark Riva. Look in the archive, put in a tip. Here's some more. Dungeons and Dragons metal coming up.
It was a land of rugged and untamed beauty, a land whose people held fast to the old ways. As the times changed, the people slowly embraced the mandate of a new world. The old way and the new way became one. It was here in this land that a son was born, to a mother whom many considered a sorceress. The child grew up near the river, learning the ways of manhood and the spells of witchcraft. At age 17, he became a soldier. He excelled in sports and in battle. He became a leader of men. As his power grew, so did his lust for political supremacy, for absolute rule. The country watched, the country waited, and the people blindly followed a man who would become a tyrant.
Ah, shut up. You've had your say. What did you think? Was it good? Did you enjoy it? It was nice, right? Wasn't it nice? Yeah, nice. Yeah. Good. That's what I was hoping. I don't know why I do these things. My family doesn't get it either. I must have that, what's that disease where you swear out of nowhere? I have that kind of thing, like these fucking tics. All right, listen to me. We have some Public Enemy coming up. Mark Riva's in the house. He decided he wants a bit of Public Enemy. Oh, I'm good. That's a very good move. I commend you. Dominic Galata, are you here? Let's see if we're going to continue the commendations. Where's Dominic Galata? Are you here? And I think Mongoose is here. I owe you a set from yesterday. I haven't forgotten. Just we went in a completely different direction, but I'll get your set. No worries. Where's Galata? Is he here? Yes or no? He's not here, eh? Ah, fucker. So listen to me. Mark Riva hasn't started yet. Just me. My sister-in-law and tequila walking around. You're getting drunk. What's going on, vulgar reader? Where you at, Queen Bitch? What's going on? Tell me. Queen Bitch has checked in. It is now an official good time. We got our new patron. You see? The whole room smells like aftershave. Even new people like it. Old people like it. It's good. I like that. So we're going to get to some Public Enemy. I'm going to play one more song before that. And whatever your requests are, that's what I was trying to say. Listen to me carefully, friends. Listen to me carefully. Do you want tonight to be a fabulous night? Yes or no? Sub-question. Do you like to have fun? These are all important questions. And number 3. Do you like krautrock? Okay. I bought this yesterday. I opened it up yesterday. I know many of you are saying, why do you keep harping on this record, Sam? The fuck are you talking about? This, friends, is some early-ass krautrock from 1970 from a band called Guru Guru. The album's UFO. It's their first record. Now, we've already got half of side 1 crowdfunded. Thanks to Chalice Specialist. Because I was going to just play one song, and he said, nah, it's just, is it up for funding completely? And I understand what he's saying. So those of you that want to take a ride for the first time, especially if it's going to be your first time listening to it, and you already know that you dig the krautrock and you dig that kind of stuff that I've been playing for you, you dig the Stereo Lab, you dig the fucking Motric we played, all of that stuff, this here is what you want to listen to. I would love to do a full album spin. We are at 25. Let's get to 50, get side 1 done, and then we'll get side 2 done. Because to me, that would be an excellent Saturday night. I should also say that if we get that done, yeah, I think it's a good album to shroom to. That would be fair to say as well. Or if you want to take an extra bong load, that kind of thing, then we can do it. Yeah, it's a heavy classic, dude, I know. Well, look, I mean, I'm trying to get it crowdfunded. I hope it happens. Okay? I keep getting asked about, yeah, man, it's an album to do with Jason. Like, I mean, now, you know, we've shroomed together. I know you. You're the one who... Jason was responsible for getting us shrooms in San Francisco. We were all happy. Gary nearly died. But other than that, everybody had a really good time. And if we do crowdfund Guru Guru, I think I'm going to shroom it up too. It'll be nice. I mean, if you'd rather that I play songs for you, that's okay too. Yeah, dude, Jason, you're a good guy. It's like, I figured it out right away. Pay for the smile, send it to me, and then we'll see if we get it crowdfunded, Mark Riva. You're a patron. I know exactly who you are. To me, can I tell you something? Just the fact that it's coming from you, a patron, all of a sudden the answer becomes a little bit more okay. Because that's a question I'm getting all the time. Are you going to listen to Smile? Are you going to listen to Smile? Are you going to listen to Smile? And whatever, but when I'm hearing it come from the patrons, that becomes another thing. I do this shit for you. So yeah, I'm kind of cool with doing an album with doing a full album spin. Get me the album, don't wait. I'm reach me through Instagram, through Patreon. We're $5 away from side one. It's worth it, I promise. Put up the blind 5, you'll be happy that you did. I can't sell certain things. I can sell certain experiences, though. I know what we're going for. Yeah, it's a mushroom album. It's a fucking mushroom album. We're gonna get to your, you know that we're gonna get to your, what's it called? Your album, Darnsey. We're gonna get to Idols. But we're also gonna get to Public Enemy, I'll tell you that. Yeah, I'm gonna do you right, guys. I'm gonna do you right. Do me a favor, okay? Let's get the crowdfunded done for Guru Guru. As a special favor to your Uncle Sam, because I want to hear it this way also. Trust that I'm trying to sell you an experience. Just trust me. That's it. I'm asking you to trust me. Would I lie to you? And if I lied to you for $5, you know what? Can I tell you something? It was a bargain. Never listen to me again. This fucking guy, he'll say anything. Okay. No, when I say, I say. When I sell a record because I know what it is that I'm selling. And I know my crowd. You know what I'm saying? Millington, if I trust you with your children, then tip for the fucking album side. I don't want your children. Your children are going to cost me money. Fucking children. Keep your kids. Tip for Guru Guru, you bitch. Uma just took us to 50. That's what I'm talking about, girl. I do believe we're going to get there. Yeah, man, Chalice Specialist is super happy to both of you. Darnsey, thanks for adding. Here, look. A nice mushroom, okay? I'm not lying. Look. A nice mushroom. A beautiful sized mushroom. Once we hit our target, I will be ingesting this. I will play tunes until then. But we will have a mushroom trip. Yeah, it's a good sized mushroom, dude. It's, I know what I'm listening to. I know what I got. And I want it to happen. So, you got to do it right. The whole fucking premise of what we do is experiencing the music in a manner that's more meaningful. Can you put in a dancey electronic song? Come on, you know the answer to that. Of course. Darnsey. Let's listen to Idols, okay? Affannado.
I'm council house and violent. I'm laughing at the tyrants. I'm sleeping under sirens. Whilst wondering where the time went. I'm scarred. I'm scarred. Yeah. Till my head comes off. I am Dennis Skinner's Molotov. I'm lefty, I'm soft. I'm minimum wage job. I am a mongrel dog. I'm just another con. I'm scarred. I'm scarred.
Is it the next song? I'll play the next one. I'll play the next one. No worries, Darnsey.
Spitting your percolator. I am procrastinator. I overtip the waiter. Sarcastic amputator.
Hey,
Cause I'm
hey,
scum.
hey,
I'm
hey.
scum. Yeah! I don't care about the next James Bond. He kills for country, queen and God. We don't need another murderous tough. I'm just wondering where the high street's gone. Cause I'm scum. I'm scum. Yeah! The snowflakes are avalanche. Dirty, rotten, filthy scum. For a long while I've known I'm dirty, rotten, filthy scum. For a long while I've known I'm My blood brother is an immigrant, a beautiful immigrant. My blood brother's Freddie Mercury, a Nigerian mother of three. He's made of bones, he's made of blood, he's made of flesh, he's made of love, he's made of you, he's made of me. Unity! Fear leads to panic, panic leads to pain, pain leads to anger, anger leads to hate. Yada 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 yada, hey, 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 yada 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 yada, hey, 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 I need a Delco. My best friend is an alien. And he is. My best friend is a citizen. He's strong, he's earnest, he's innocent. My blood brother is Malala. A Polish butcher is Mo Farah.
Good man, Millington. Thank you.
He's made of bones, he's made of blood, he's made of flesh, he's made of love, he's made of you, he's
Once
made of me.
once we hit the goal,
Unity! Fear leads to panic,
mushroom
panic
time.
leads to